Messi is leaving Barcelona. Ladies and gentlemen, Messi is leaving Barcelona. This is generally unbelievable. Like, last time we had all this about, Messi might be leaving. He wasn't happy at the club and, the club weren't ready to meet his demands, but he didn't want to take them to court. But now he's actually leaving. It's just mad, isn't it? Like, I can't believe it's actually happening. But there's a few clubs who I think might generally make a bid, and he might be interested in going to, and I'm going to list these right now. Now, we kind of have to start with Manchester City, don't we? I mean, they've just made £100 million signing in Jack Grealish. They obviously mean business this transfer window. Now, I can see this move happening for a few reasons. First of all, Manchester City obviously have the money. Now, although this is a free transfer, so obviously the fee is going to be zero, there are going to be a lot of complications in the contract. Messi obviously had a lot of complications in his contract last season, which blocked the move to any club from Barcelona. And this summer, there's going to be add-ons. There's going to be his agent. There's going to be his parents, who are apparently even included in the fee. I mean, I don't know where that comes in, but apparently it's a factor. Now, another factor I would say about Manchester City is they obviously have the attraction in terms of, yes, they can get to the Champions League final. Yes, they can win the league. But obviously Manchester City's final goal is to win the Champions League. And that's what Messi could bring to the club. And I think Messi knows that. He knows he could be that final piece to the puzzle that Pep Guardiola has been looking for so many years at Manchester City. Now, do I think he's going to go? I don't know. It's too early to say. But I think it's a possibility, and I think it's one that both parties could be interested in. Both Pep Guardiola will be interested in bringing Messi in, and I think Messi would be interested in the move to Manchester in the first place. However, I don't know. Messi doesn't speak English. He doesn't speak a word of English. He doesn't know that many of the players in the first place. One of his best friends, Sergio Aguero, who I thought last season might have been a bit of a pull factor to him at Manchester City, has just left. Now, don't get me wrong, there are far more important things than friends, but these are things that do cross players' minds before they make a transfer to a club, especially abroad. I do think this transfer, like I said, could go ahead regardless of these issues, but I think these are one of the issues that could limit Manchester City. Speaking of friends, and moving on to my next candidate in the list for Messi's next club, PSG. Of course, it has to be PSG. They mean business this transfer window. They've already signed Gianluigi Donnarumma for free for zero, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, only 22 years old. They've also signed Achraf Hakimi for 60 million going outwards from Inter Milan, and Gini Wijnaldum on a free from Liverpool, in which they snatched him from Barcelona, which clearly means they have intentions this transfer window. Now, one of the factors that I just mentioned about Manchester City, I believe could come into play for PSG in terms of Messi's personal decision to go to PSG. Neymar and him had a really good connection at Barcelona, and I think he really wants to reunite that spark. I think Mbappe, Neymar and Messi, well, it's pretty obvious they were going to rack up the league anyway. I mean, it's a farmers league, let's be honest. There's only one team that should be winning that league every single year, and with Messi, they should really be pushing for Champions League. Having said all this, I do think there will be a few factors that will limit Messi from going to PSG. For example, I think the manager could actually be an issue. Mauricio Pochettino at Tottenham, although people say he was a good coach, he didn't win anything. And if Messi wants to win the Champions League and take PSG to that next level, I don't even know if Mauricio Pochettino is the right manager for that job. And coming into a club this early, Messi won't have the influence over the club to kick out a manager like he would at Barcelona. So I don't think that the manager and the player will fit right. I think Messi will almost leapfrog Pochettino's position. And I don't think the PSG club will allow that straight away. Now, the third candidate I'm going to get onto is Chelsea. And don't get me wrong, I'm trying to make this as unbiased as I can, but I am a Chelsea fan. The only reason I think that he might come to Chelsea is because, like I said, Chelsea and Manchester City are both owned by billionaires who are willing to put their money into the club. United are owned by billionaires, but their money is not really going into the club all the time. Chelsea have consistent investment, same as Manchester City. Chelsea do have an owner who will be willing to invest these kind of funds for an expensive player who will be on expensive wages consistently, like Lionel Messi. Now, while Chelsea have just won the Champions League, just off the back of a Champions League winning season, I think this is probably the most unlikely of the three, because I don't know if Chelsea could go about winning the Champions League again, and I think Messi knows that. I know that as a Chelsea fan. I don't think it will happen back to back, and I don't think it will happen for a fair few more years. I don't know if enough clubs still take Chelsea seriously enough to come to the club and push for the league, let alone the Champions League. And I think Messi knows that his time would be better spent elsewhere, where he could build better connections with other players such as Bernardo Silva, Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne, and with Mbappe and Neymar, I think he knows he'll get that connection straight away. But I don't think he'll get that connection with Mount, with Havertz. I don't think there's enough consistency in Chelsea's lineup. I think Chelsea changed their lineup too much. and I think we'd have to fit into Messi's playing style, which I don't think would work. Now, I'm going to throw in a curveball here because I do think there is a chance that Messi might move back to Boca Juniors, which a lot of people wouldn't know, or hopefully they do, is the club that he was at before he moved to Barcelona. Now, Boca Juniors obviously aren't the club that could pay him all these massive wages and offer him Champions League winning football. Obviously, they're not even in the Champions League, it's in South America. But I think Messi will be thinking, well, it would be a nice end to my career. He's 34 years of age. I don't know if he could compete at the top for that much longer. I don't think his conditioning is quite where Ronaldo's is. Having said that, he's quite a different player to Ronaldo, quite a different playing style. I think it's not off the cards, but I would rather, and I think the whole world would rather, he moved to somewhere still in Europe. Now, the last possible option is that Lionel Messi actually re-signs a new contract with Barcelona. Now, originally, I didn't think this was possible, and then it was brought up to me, and I looked through the statement that Barcelona released, and it said, in this current financial state. So I think they might actually be considering offloading half their squad just to keep Messi on their wage books. Messi is obviously a huge part of the club and a huge shirt seller. He's part of the club. He lives in the club. And I think fans support Barcelona partially because of him. And especially as their squad has degraded so much, people watch Barcelona purely for Messi these days. So I think Barcelona will be prepared to take that sacrifice. Now, although I really don't think this will happen, one of the things we all really don't want, to wrap this debate up, is for Barcelona fans to turn on Messi for moving away, if he does. Now, we've seen this with fans at Villa already, with Jack Grealish moving, and it being his boyhood club, which I'm going to get onto in a second. But I think Messi is a huge part of Barcelona, which I can understand why they might boo. And, you know, who are we to tell Barcelona fans what to think? But I think it's important that Barcelona fans remember what he's done for the club and what he could still do in the future if he stays. And his legacy will always live on, even if he leaves now. Pause! Alright, this is very late, this video, so I am sorry. It's quite far away from my old one, and it's a very different style of video. But I'm going to try and be more consistent, and the reason I haven't been uploading is obviously I've been pretty down, and no, I'm joking. I'm not joking about that kind of stuff, but I'm chatting shit. I've just been really lazy. So I will be trying to upload more consistently these days, trying to do more football content, especially while the transfer window is active at the moment. But I will see how consistent I can be, and I'm going to try to go ham. So yeah, cheers. Now, the next signing I'm going to move on to is Jack Grealish, and obviously this one is a done deal. It's already been agreed for a fee of 100 million from Aston Villa to Manchester City. Now, this is definitely one of the more exciting ones as you think about it. Jack Grealish is a world-class player. He's proven it on so many stages at a smaller club. So given the players around him now at Manchester City, I think he's really going to excel. However, I don't know if he'll be able to be the star that he was at Aston Villa. You know, he'll still perform, but I think it's going to be harder for him to prove his quality and outshine the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. But that's about it at the moment. I don't think that Raheem Sterling plays very well for Manchester City at the moment, although he had a good Euro campaign. I think Kevin De Bruyne is a massive competition for Grealish's spot, and it all depends what kind of system Pep Guardiola will play. Now, it actually blows my mind. There are actually still people that are saying this is a bad move for Jack Grealish, that Aston Villa is his boyhood club and he should never have left. He can't stay at Aston Villa until he's 30. In his prime now, right now, he's 25 years old. This is his prime. He has to make the move now, or he's never going to hit that mark where he'll be able to attract a club like Manchester City to come and sign him for a big fee. Jack Grealish has now officially become the most expensive British player of all time to move for a fee of 100 million, topping the likes of Gareth Bale for 85 million, who moved from Tottenham to Real Madrid in 20-something, I can't remember. I lost my train of thought there. Anyway, Jack Grealish will now officially be a Manchester City player, taking the number 10 shirt, which will be interesting if Messi comes along, because I don't know quite how that will work and how long it will take for Messi to displace that number 10. Anyway, I do believe that Jack Grealish will fit in perfectly to Pep Guardiola's new system. I don't know if he's going to change formation, but I do think it might push out the likes of players like Bernardo Silva, who coincidentally is actually interested in a move to Atletico Madrid, and Diego Simeone's side have shown interest in the player. Now, at the moment, the FA currently have a system which states that each English club must have a certain amount of English homegrown talent, or it doesn't have to be homegrown, I think it just has to be from England. So this is the reason why English players are often more expensive than foreign players. And Manchester City do have a lot of foreign players at their club. And it's a long-going criticism of Manchester City that they don't have enough youth talent, which is why Phil Foden has been coming through. You know, they did buy Raheem Sterling back in, I think it was 2016 from Liverpool. You wouldn't call him a flop, but I don't think he's quite that Galactico signing that Grealish could turn out to be. You know, 100 million back then. Obviously, 100 million now is worth probably a lot less than it would have been back then, but it's still a massive signing, and I think that Manchester City are going to continue to invest this transfer window. Now, the thing is, with a club like Manchester City and Chelsea, who are both owned by billionaires, willingly investing billionaires, they are not a business. They are not a business like Liverpool, United, Arsenal. They are all businesses. Now, the way I mean this is that they see it as a profit margin. They want to kind of be careful where they spend their money, whereas City and Chelsea throw their money around. They want to be the best football club in the world, and they will go stop at nothing until they get that. They will spend the money, they will go that extra mile. And while I don't think this is ethical, it works. It does work, and it's proven, and that's why Chelsea and Manchester City are the most successful teams over the last decade. If clubs like Manchester United, who do have a lot of money, don't start investing it in large quantities soon, Manchester City will pull away from the rest of the league altogether. I mean, they've already started doing it. They've won about 5 of the last 10 leagues available. They've won the League Cup 4 years in a row. They're starting to run away with the English division. And I, for one, I'm not happy about it. I don't know many Manchester City's fans, but I don't think anyone really likes them. So it's very important that clubs like Manchester United do start to invest. Oh no, my battery, oh shit.
Oh no!
In other news, Harry Kane is expected to try and force a move away from Tottenham Hotspur, but he is said to be returning to training this week. Obviously, this is kind of a hard one for us to get a viewpoint on, as it is very inside the campus at this point. Daniel Levy does not want to sell to direct rivals Chelsea, and Manchester City may not have simply the funds after spending on a player like Grealish. Arsenal are also interested in Manuel Locatelli, and I do not see this one going ahead, I'm afraid. Sorry, Arsenal fans, but I do think he will move to Juventus, as we've seen in the case of a lot of young Italian midfielders and young Italian players in general. They don't like moving away from Italy at a young age. Apart from Marco Verratti, not many Italians leave Serie A, to be honest. I mean, also Arsenal, I don't know if they have the attraction right now. They just spent 50 million on Ben White. They're still looking at James Maddison, thinking about Tammy Abraham. Unless Granit Xhaka moves to Roma, unless they get that deal done and get some fees in, I can't see it happening. Now, this one isn't transfer news, but I just thought I'd throw it in there anyway. But Wesley Fofana has officially announced that he has broken his leg in pre-season, which is a massive setback for Leicester going into the new 21-22 season, as they're not going to have the centre-back pairing with Johnny Evans. I don't know who's going to play there. If they're playing in a back 3, I don't know who's going to play alongside him. Maybe Soyuncu. If it's a back 2, they might be alright. But Wesley Fofana has been massively adaptable for them in the last season, and I think it's a massive loss. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe, as I will be trying to post as many football videos as I can, as it is the transfer market right now, and I should get people from other channels to come on here, give their perspective of what's going on, other people from other clubs, see what their point of views are on different things that are going on. So yeah, I'm going to be as consistent as I can. Now, we are going to have to see with this one, because obviously Pep Guardiola, Pep Guardiola is obviously a world-class manager, and I think that he could bring out the best in the... Fuck, why is that name so hard to say, man? Fuck. Oh god, I can't speak today. Come on. It is 1 AM, so my brain won't let me talk.
Let me talk! Let me talk!